What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek, and today I am talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Carnival of Doom that aired on Nickelodeon back in 2019. This was a limited series. It was 3 episodes, if memory serves correct, and it's primarily for teenagers. So, gateway horror. But, lifelong fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark right here. Before I get going into the review, I got to give a shout out to my tattoo artist, Chris Hall at Montrose Classic Tattoo. He is a super awesome guy who does super awesome friggin' work. I went in there to get my ghastly grinner tattoo, which is, I don't know. Yeah, there we go, right there. And we started talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark and just reminiscing about how awesome and how, legit scary it was when we were kids. And I had to go for 2 sessions, and when I went in for my second session, Chris told me about the series revival, which I was aware of. I just never got around to watching it, but he went through and watched it. And that inspired me to go back and check these out because I saw the first episode of this back when it came out, but never really got around to it after that. So this is the first of 3, just so we know. And yeah, so I'm going to be talking spoilers. Super quick plot synopsis. The Midnight Society tells a story and it comes true. Okay. So who is in Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Carnival of Doom. We have Liliana Ray as Rachel Carpenter, Sam Ash Arnold as Gavin Coscarelli, and then Jeremy Ray Taylor as Graham Ramey, which you may recognize him from It or Goosebumps 2. So, what's good? First thing, I'm going to go ahead and just say, because some of you may have picked up on it, horror directors. The horror directors, all the names I listed off, because normally I'll just do first name. Or maybe I do last names too. I don't know. They're all after horror directors. Even the town that they live in is called Argento. So I know that the people behind the scenes, they are true horror fans if they're throwing these little Easter eggs at us. Now, getting back to it. The intro was updated for the times, because obviously you can't go with the early 90s Are You Afraid of the Dark intro. You got to update it a little bit, but it still maintained that creepiness and the Are You Afraid-ness. The performances were solid. They were not mind-blowing. Let's just say that. This was on Nickelodeon, and it's for teenagers. So you gotta, I guess, kind of give it a little bit of leeway. But this is definitely solid gateway horror. I already mentioned the horror directors. One thing I loved, and I think they busted out a comic or something at the end of the series. It was like the return of the ghastly grinner, and obviously you guys know now. So I was like, they should do something like that. And then last thing I'm going to mention, the kid that plays Graham, everything that I have seen him in, he has been great. This, Goosebumps 2. Goosebumps 2 may have not have been so good, but he was good in it. I've enjoyed his characters all throughout the movies that he has been in. Or shows, it doesn't matter. What's bad about Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Carnival of Doom. Because there is some stuff. There's one line in this movie that made me cringe hard. And Rachel says to Mr. Top Hat, I already have everything I ever wanted. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. That is stupid. Why would you even say that? No. Just stop. Another thing that kind of boggled me with this one is at the beginning, they kind of find out that Rachel is into horror, and they're talking about the Changeling. The Changeling isn't... I did a review on it. Check it out. You can see my exact thoughts, but I'm sure you could figure out with my tone and everything where that was going. Yeah, just no on the Changeling. Hard pass for this guy. Yeah, but also, like I said, you give it some leeway, but it does need to be mentioned as a negative that since this is for teens or kids, it does go by the numbers. You see exactly where it's going, and you just gotta take the ride. And if you're a fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark from back in the day, you grew up with it like I did, like Chris did, then you will have fun with this. So let's just move on to rewatch by review. Would I watch this again? Probably not. Just because it is like about 2 hours 20, something like that. 3 episodes. It's a good one and done. Now, would I buy this? That's how I was able to watch it, because it's not streaming on Paramount Plus anymore. So step your fucking game up, Paramount. It's kind of a joke you don't have it on there. But yeah, I have all 3 of them on DVD, which normally I only buy Blu-ray, but unfortunately it wasn't released on Blu-ray. It's just DVD, so I had to take what I could get there. Now, what score am I going to give The Carnival of Doom? I'm going to give it a 6.5 because it was enjoyable. I like the kids. There wasn't a Trey in the group. If you've seen my Goosebumps The Vanishing review, which hopefully comes out before this one, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All the kids were likable. Story was good. It was just, it didn't go as far as a seasoned horror vet would like it to, because it's gateway horror. So I guess that's my only real thoughts on it. And that will do it for Are You Afraid of the Dark, the Carnival of the Doom, or the Carnival of the Doom. Is this in Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom? What? Yeah, no. So next up will be Curse of the Shadows, which I have already watched. And then after that will be Ghost Island, which I have not watched. So yeah, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think of Are You Afraid of the Dark, Carnival of Doom, or original series run. Let's talk about it, because I love it. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself today. And consider subscribing to the channel so you get to see me just ramble. And then me and Jacob ramble on Fridays about God only knows whatever we're talking about. But until next time, you guys have a good one.